Canada, the largest country in North America, and the second largest country in the world. But how did this come to be? How did this tiny British colony become one of the largest countries in the world? Today, we are going to find out. Let's take a quick tour. On the right side of the screen, you'll see what is happening currently and a few flags, some pictures here and there. Then on the left side of the screen, you'll have the map, the current map of Canada. Anyway, let's begin. So it all started with the Dominion of Canada, which is formed by the UK, the provinces of New Brunswick, the province of Nova Scotia, and the province of Canada, which was split into Ontario and Quebec. The capital is established in Ottawa. The province of New Brunswick is unified by the United Kingdom into the Dominion of Canada once again. But there's another thing. Dispute. Yes, as we all know, the UK has had a ton of territorial disputes with the USA because of all its land in this region. So, what we have now is this dispute over this island and a rock. A rock! Anyway, next is the Northwest Territories. This is basically almost all of Canada's land. Like, it went from about an eighth of the land to basically almost all of it. There's only like a third of the land that has not been got yet. Rupert's Land and the Northwestern Territory are transferred by the United Kingdom to Canada, becoming the Northwest Territories. A small square of this is made the province of Manitoba because of the population there is. Now, the UK, I guess it just got tired of holding these provinces, so it just lended them to Canada. However, a dispute begins with the United Kingdom and the USA. They have a dispute over the Alaskan Panhandle and over the extent of Newfoundland and Labrador. The UK claims the current border of the province of Newfoundland and Labrador, while Canada claims basically that Newfoundland just has the coast. Then we also have British Columbia, which joins the Confederation as a province. It doesn't like immediately become a territory like most of the land. It becomes a province. This was also a British colony, and once again given to Canada. Wow, Canada's getting lucky here. Then still, bringing with it, it now has an even bigger dispute with the Alaskan Panhandle. And I mean very big. I mean, look at it. That is just massive. And then later, the San Juan Islands dispute is resolved in the favor of the United States claim. I guess Canada really didn't care about the San Juan Islands. I mean, they're literally just islands with almost no economic zone. But anyway, next, Prince Edward Island. This one tiny island over here, part of the UK, is, yep, you guessed it, now a province of Canada. And is currently the smallest province of Canada up to today. Next, we see a massive redrawing of internal borders. As you can see, Ontario's borders are provisionally expanded north and west, and we start to see more of the blocky vibe that Canadian provinces give out. Then the District of Kitawan, a temporary district for what do you call, the growing population, is created from the Northwest Territories. This splits the Northwest Territories in half. The Northwest Territories and the Northwest Territories that are in the east of Canada. So that's simple, right? Well, now we have the Arctic Islands. Canada is known for its many Arctic islands, and now here they are. The United Kingdom transfers its Arctic islands to Canada when they are added to the Northwest Territories. This not only gives them the 10th and I think the 7th largest islands. Print like print I think Elizabeth Island is the 10th and Victoria is the 7th. It also completes the, I think, 5th or 3rd largest island, Baffin Island, which Canada now holds completely. This brings with them a dispute with its one tiny island off the coast of Greenland, with Canada and Greenland. Then we see another massive redrawing. The Alaska border dispute is resolved in generally the favor of the United States, although they do not get their full claim. Then, right after that, massive border redrawings. We have the provinces of Alberta, Saskatchewan, and now the district line is lowered to part of the Northwest Territories. We also have changes in Ontario, Quebec, Manitoba, and more borders. Then the Northwest Territories Act was passed, removing the hyphen from the name of the territory. Next is a few border adjustments. Newfoundland is elevated from a colony to a dominion of the United Kingdom, inheriting the border dispute over Labrador. As you can see, this is their weird flag. Then the border in Pasqua, I cannot pronounce that, Bay between New Brunswick and the United States is redefined, transferring Pop's Flower Island, which previously lay on the border, entirely to the U.S. As normal. Manitoba, Ontario, and Quebec are greatly expanded northward, with land transferred from the Northwest Territory into, and Manitoba and Ontario get their current borders. We gotta wait for some time before we can see Quebec's. The Judicial Committee of the Privacy Council of the United Kingdom then decides the Labrador border dispute in the favor of Newfoundland. That very weird flag. Then, after that, Norway abandons its claim, long dormant claim to the swallowed up islands in exchange for the United Kingdom recognizing the Norwegian claim to Jan Mayen. Now, the Dominion of Newfoundland joins Canada as a province. So essentially, the entire border dispute thing was a huge mess, and they essentially just joined each other. Then you have Nunavut. The territory of Nunavut is split from the Northwest Territories after an ongoing revolt by Native Americans, making this a Native American territory. This is actually the only territory currently that land is not fixed. All these other pieces of land are the same area that are today. Now for some renaming. Newfoundland is renamed Newfoundland and Labrador, while the Yukon Territory on April Fools, so people thought otherwise, was renamed Yukon, though it still remained a territory, just like Nunavut. That's not called Nunavut Territory. And finally, Huns Island. Denmark and Canada resolve an ongoing border dispute on Hans Island by splitting in half, cutting in half. Denmark gets a larger half, while Canada gets about a third of the island, which means that all of this is fixed. So that is the end of the first episode on how big countries got big. Yep, that's right. This is a new series I'm working on. And other countries that will be in the series are the USA, India, China, Russia, and a mystery country that I cannot tell you currently. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I shall see you next time.